Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at 8 Ball for heat race number 1. 10 laps of action in each of these heats. As you see, Dylan Young, Peggy Bolin, row 1. Michael Motto, Ace Rogers, Greg Lyons, Kerry Davis, Tony Green, and others. As you see the cars head off pit road. Michael Motto, Ace Rogers, Greg Lyons, Kerry Davis, Tony Green, Caleb Hoffman, Colby Alves, Michael Rogers. That is the top 5 starting grid. As this will be a caution-free, crazy race here. The pace speed here is 90. It's a 2.5 mile long track. And it is sure to be a crazy one. It's going to be a 40-lap race. That'll be the LiftMaster 500. As they're going through these turns. This track is very difficult in the fact that you have 2 left-hand turns and 2 right-hand turns. So when you come off that left-hander, you better hope there's nobody on your right side, because if they are, you're going to lose the positions you gained. As the pace car will head off down towards pit road. That wall right there can be dangerous as the green flag is out here at 8 Ball. And they draft so close here. It is going to be crazy. You thought Hillside and Papyrus were nuts. This track here, this one tops the list, except for maybe Coca-Cola. So Dylan Young leading the race after he started on the pole. And this is where we got to watch them, because they can get that right side quarter panel, and it can be dangerous. And, ooh, it's a little dangerous back here. So far, so good for everybody, though. Greg Lyons leads the first lap. And you can see how tricky it is here. Look at Zachary Rogers. Andrew Rich must have his hands full. As you see, they slow down just a bit on the high side, but look at the bottom line just continue to fly by. Oh boy. Oh, they're almost 4 wide right here. As Lyons continues to lead. They're going over 240 miles per hour through these turns. Dylan Young's done a good job staying where he was in the front. As you can just see, it is so difficult. It's going to be a big watch here. Who's in the top 21 and such. Peter Sand's not doing so good right now. He might want to... Ooh, he's got a good run, though. Oh, and there's a crash up ahead. There was a crash up ahead. Who was that involved? Brenda Rogers, Colby Alves, Andrew Rich. We'll have to take a look at that after, as that has separated some of these drivers who put the brakes on, as they're single file up front. Dylan Young looking for the lead on Greg Lyons. And as we see all the smoke, luckily we didn't have more drivers involved in that accident. As we still have 21 plus drivers up here. Brenda Rogers continuing. But she is slow. She's got some decent back end damage. Andrew Rich, Colby Alves. Not as much hood damage. It looks like they just got on the wall really hard. As Dylan Young is back to the front. 5 laps to go in this heat. Oh, and Greg Lyons just got turned by Ace Rogers. And we've got a lot of drivers involved. Some drivers made it through. Ace Rogers, Logan York, Michael Rogers, Peter Sands, Greg Lyons, Mike Mellon, Chloe Baker, Sam Rogers. Michael Rogers. Holy crap. Alan Cavanero's involved. Peter Sands. Lots of drivers involved in that crash. Now it's down to Dylan Young and Tony Green here. The top two. So we're going to look and see how many drivers do we even have left in this race. I count 18. There's 19. There's 20. We might have barely 21. There's Colby Alves, Andrew Rich, Sam Rogers, Peter Sands, Chloe Baker, Mike Mellon, Alan Cavanero, Greg Lyons, Michael Rogers. They're all going to be retiring. And Brenda Rogers moves up to 21st. So the ones you see that have been involved in crashes are the ones that are going to be missing out this week. And that's going to end Andrew's streak of being the only driver the driver that has made the most races. And that might also drop him out of top 10 standings and points. So Brenda's probably happy she was so far back, because now she is still going to make it. But some of these drivers have to be careful. They don't want to wreck their good cars, as Tony Green will take the lead. They'll be coming to 2 to go. And after this, we will take a look at the 2 wrecks we've had here today. Karen Vieira, Michael Amato doing good jobs here. And just look how slow. 10 miles per hour slower right there, and you just get past so fast. Just looking through the field. Wow, Carol Amato actually had to let off that time. Dylan Young still on the back bumper of Tony Green. Tony Green's been pretty good at super speedways this season. He won at Pensacola. And he might be looking forward to doing a good job here this week as well. And Michael Amato is down pit road. And I don't know why he is. He might have gotten bumped into pit road. It has happened before. Coming to the checkered flag, Tony Green will win the heat race. As we know, the top 21 drivers we got will make the race. So the drivers not making it will be Michael Rogers, Greg Lyons, Alan Cavanero, Mike Mellon, Chloe Baker, Sam Rogers, Peter Sands, Andrew Rich, and Colby Alves. So let's show you the 2 crashes we had here today, and we will get you to heat number 2. Alright, here's the first one. So Brenda Rogers I talked about that right rear quarter panel. She turns the 61 down off the apron. 61 would have covered, but she came back up right where Andrew Rich is. And there you go, Colby Alves, Andrew Rich into the outside wall. Luckily, these guys know what these rookies have learned from the best, and they were able to lock up the brakes at the very top of the track. And at this point, the field's gone by anyways. As you can see, they were both smoking, so they were clearly done. That's a tough break. Andrew just had nowhere to go. He couldn't do anything about that. And then we saw something happen to Greg Lyons. Where was it? Okay, here we go. Right here. And Ace Rogers just turned dead right down into him. It looks like he misjudged. Michael Rogers had nowhere to go. So there's those 3 are involved. And then Ace is going to get into the 21 again, and he's going to turn him right down in front. Oh, Caleb Hoffman just missed that. Chris Corando. Micah Kidney. Oh, boy. So Logan York gets in the back of the 33, and then there's Mike Mellon hits the nose of the 21. Look at Zachary Rogers barely get through that. Alan Cavanero. Chloe Baker's going to get involved. Michael Rogers got slammed. Oh, yep, so there's Sam Rogers gets into the 90 car. That's how Sam gets involved. But then look at Peter Sands, just lucky that wasn't driver's side. That is a hit. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And Michael Rogers was lucky he didn't flip any more. That is a crazy hit. Ooh, Peter Sands went for a bit of a barrel roll. But just look at this full speed here from Michael Rogers. Oh my goodness gracious. And he got hit by Peter Sands at... Peter was going 190 miles per hour. And wow, look at that. That is just crazy. And this is why Peter flipped over his back and hit the nose of the O2. And that is a tough break for Peter because he has just not been doing good these past 5 races. This is going to be his 3rd race missed on the season in the past 5 races. So this is a bad thing for this team. They were good so early. Now they're probably still going to make the chase, but they've got to get it together. They do not want to drop out of the top 40 in points, or better yet the top 10, because that would definitely hurt their morale. So that's it for this heat, and we will see you guys for heat 2. How crazy will that heat be? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back here at 8 Ball, getting ready for heat number 2. Zachary Fitzwater, Michael Naylor, row 1. Deanna Jones, Michael Santos, row 2. Sean Harple, Brandon Mellon, row 3. Philip Goldberg, and I believe that is John Linares in row 4 with Keith Rich and James Morton and Kate Rogers in row 5. Green lights all on. We are underway here at 8 Ball. Heat race number 2. Now we had 9 drivers crash out in heat number 1. Will that number be bigger or smaller in this heat? As points leader Steve Cavallo, we already have a crash! Edwin Mendez, Adam Rogers, Michael Beeson, Austin Alves, Nick Pericles, Tori Travis, Benjamin Dion, and Tony Vieira crashing already. And I was about to say Cavallo started bad. Wow, they wrecked that quickly. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen them wreck going into turn 1. So 21st right now is Adam Rogers. So Cavallo is in 22nd as we see Benjamin Dion, Tony Vieira, Tori Travis, Nick Pericles all on pit road. Beeson, Michael Cavanero continuing. Edwin Mendez has heavy damage. Austin Alves with heavy damage. Oh, watch out for Austin Alves, guys, as he gets off track there. So Michael Naylor in the lead here, 2 laps down already. So we will have 24 drivers on the track, I believe. As you see, all that smoke is still there. Cavallo trying to hunt down Adam Rogers, who I believe does have damage, while Cavallo does not. So Cavallo will pass the 99 for 21st. And whoa, Robert Rogers and Peyton Goodwin almost wrecked, I think. They were like correcting a crash almost. That was close. And this track is nuts, and the big one will strike at some point. Cameron Gadou running the My Circle scheme for the 2nd and last time this season. Ooh, Naylor at all. Philip Goldberg almost turned Naylor. Goldberg will move to the lead. And that's going to stack them up in the back now. Naylor getting a bit stacked up. And they're 4 wide here. Oh, boy. Back to 3 wide. That's good, guys. That's good. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. But Goldberg almost wrecking Michael Naylor to take the lead there. Goldberg has been doing better lately. So Adams clearly got some damage. He can't even draft his way back up to the 48. So 5 laps down. There we see Edwin Mendez, Austin Alves out of the race. Still waiting on those other guys there. They did wreck in turn 1. It takes a good amount of time to get towed around. And I think that's just the damage glitch there on the 55 and the others. And look, he's got a thing sticking out there. What the heck? Brandon Mellon moving up to second place. Oh, wait a minute. We had a crash. Tilton's in the wall. Gadoo's in the wall. Philip Tringali was in the wall. And I think we had another crash. Yeah, Kate Rogers, Michael Santos, Zachary Fitzwater, John Linares is smoking. Keith Rich is involved. And that's going to help Adam Rogers make the race. You see Keith Rich is in 16th. Anybody else down pit road? Steve Carvalho's on pit road. Sean Harple's on pit road as well. Santos and Fitzwater are heading down as Goldberg still leads. Ooh, Brandon Mellon's giving a good bumper to the 55 right there. And now Michael Cavanero and Michael Beeson are 19th and 20th, but they actually might be better than that. And I have no idea who's going to make the race now. But what a crazy race this one has been. 2 laps to go for Philip Goldberg. So I have a feeling we're going to have a wreck fest for a race. And Brandon Mellon is really on that bumper. Goldberg's going to slow down. That's going to... Actually, no, Jones does not catch up. Whoa, whoa, look out, guys. Fitzwater's coming back out on track. He is in 20th. Ooh, be careful, Adam. Looks like Kevin Peeler has some damage. He can't even run a 39-second lap time. And I think he'll still be able to make the race. Pericles back out on track. But I don't think he's got time. He is so far behind, he will not make it back to 21st. So I have no idea who's going to make the race. Goldberg is going to win. Right now they've got John Linares in 21st. Goldberg's going to win the heat. And it looks like something happened to Michael Naylor. Nope, he was on pit road. So I don't know where the heck he's going to finish now. But I think... race results are not official yet. Official standings, so John Linares, Michael Santos, Zachary Fitzwater will make it while being retired. James Morton, Sean Harple, Steve Carvalho, Nick Pericles, Edwin Mendez, Austin Alves, Torrey Travis, Tony Vieira, Benjamin Dion will not make the race. So let's show you the replays, and then we'll see you guys for the LiftMaster 500. Alright, here you go. Edwin Mendez gets into Tony Vieira down into the 34. That sends them up the wall. Then Allison, then you see Michael Cavanero gets into Beeson. That's where Dion gets involved. And then Pericles gets into Austin Alves, and that gets Adam Rogers and him involved. Like, are you kidding me? You couldn't last one turn. And they were still speeding up. Oh, man, look at Austin Alves goes for a heck of a ride here. trying to make it through and you just get wrecked. That's just terrible. Okay, where was the next one? The next one was, I don't even remember. The next one involved Cavallo, I know that much. Okay, here we go. Oh, this was on the front, this was on the back straight. Oh, wow, this was way ahead of them. Oh, James Morton's going to get in the Sean Harple. Turns him straight down. And then Santos just gets clipped. Santos and John Linez were lucky they made it. But look at the 77 hitting the wall and the guardrail. There's Keith Rich, Zachary Fitzwater, Kate Rogers, Kevin Peeler getting involved. And then I'm guessing Cavallo's just going to have nowhere to go. But you can't see a blasted thing here. I can't even see where the 48 is. Where is the 48 car? Oh my goodness. I mean, if you look at Cavallo's driving point, look, he's driving into the smoke. He can't see a thing until right there. And there is nothing you can do at this point going 200 miles per hour but to hit the brakes. Oh my gosh, that was a hard lick. Oh, what the? He just slams him in. Oh my gosh. That is the second tough hit. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know how much more this Cavallo can take. And then we saw this after Tilton gets into Gadoo and they hit the wall. And I think that was it. So, I don't know how Cavallo's doing now. That's the second crazy crash he's had in the past. When was Michigan? 5 races? I don't know. Cavallo might be lucky that he's missing out on the main for 8 ball. Might give him time to rest. Because that was nuts. So I'll see you guys for the LiftMaster 500. And hopefully that's a good race. And not a total wreck fest. See you guys then.